SBA has released a easier loan that has gone live, and I just want to share some minute details with you guys really quick, just because I feel like it would be helpful to you guys, anybody looking for business funding, since I talk about business grants and things like that. So these loans are a part of the SBA 7A program, but they have lower borrowing maximums and faster funding times than the standard 7A loans. And so the standard 7A loans, typically, these are going to be in the millions of dollars. As you can see, standard 7A loans, and there are more loans listed on this page as well. They are usually in the millions of dollars. But with the SBA Express and Export loans, these loans are lower amounts. So $500,000 are the maximum loan amounts, but they made these loans to be more accessible to other businesses, and there's a faster, like I said, funding time. So because the amount is lower, then it's going to be faster funding time. So I do want to talk to you guys about what is being offered. So here are one of the loans, the SBA Express. The maximum loan amount is $500,000. Maximum SBA guarantee percentage is 50%. Interest rate does depend, but it may not exceed the SBA maximum. It just depends on the lender and the borrower. Eligibility depends on the lender, and the revolving line of credit is up to 10 years. The SBA turnaround time, which is, one of the big things, is that it's within 36 hours. Typically, the turnaround time would be 5 to 10 business days. I'm sure it's more strenuous. I'm sure it's more strenuous when it comes to the $1 million, obviously, and then the other things that are going to be required as well, and also collateral. When it comes to this SBA Express, it does say the lenders are not required to take collateral for loans up to $25,000, but they may use their existing collateral policy for loans over $25,000 up to $350K. Credit decisions made by the lender. And it does say the lender may request expedited SBA purchase on small loans or in situations where liquidation may be delayed. So that's just a little bit of information on that. It's going to be, again, both for the SBA Express and Export Express loans. And then I did want to show you guys this just a little bit more detailed. I know I mentioned before it's for 10 years for the revolving line of credit, but if it's anything to do with real estate purchases, it's going to be up to 25 years for real estate purchases and up to 10 years as well for working capital, equipment, and inventory purchases. For interest rates, I know it said it's set by the lender, but they do mention based on the amounts, they have an estimate. So for loans $50K or less, it can't be more than the prime rate of 6.5%. For loans above $50K, it can't be more than the prime rate of 4.5%. So the current rate ranges from 13 to 15%. Fees, they do talk about the fees here. One-time guarantee fee that varies based on the size of the loan. Fees may have been waived for 2023 fiscal year, which concludes in September, and guarantee fees are always waived for eligible veteran-owned businesses. So that's a plus for anybody that is having a veteran-owned business. Lenders may charge additional fees for packaging and servicing as usual. And then I did mention about the collateral. For loans of $50,000 or less, lenders are not required to take collateral. For loans of $50,000, lenders should follow their policies, or similarly sized non-SBA commercial loans. Funding speed, again, it said within hours compared to, I believe it said 5 to 7 business days for the traditional 7A loans. And then they did compare the loans. So the Express loan, which is the current loan, and then the 7A loan, which is the standard loan that they had, they did compare what the differences are. So lowering the borrowing maximum, which is one of the major things. So initially, it's about $5 million, but this one is going down to $500,000. Higher interest rates with the Express loan, just because, in my opinion, I feel like more people are going to have more access to the money. So they're just trying to make more money off of the amount of loans they will be giving out when it comes to that. So faster approval times within 36 hours. For the SBA 7A loan, again, 5 to 10 business days. And they do have a pros and cons of the Express loans. So pros, you can choose between the term loan and line of credit, competitive interest rates and long repayment terms, fast turnaround time than the other SBA loans that I mentioned, and government guarantee makes it somewhat easier to qualify compared to conventional business bank loans, right? Cons, interest rates are higher. As I mentioned, loan amount max out at $500K, and it can still be difficult to meet minimum eligibility requirements. So from my understanding, there won't be much of a eligibility difference from the 5 million to the 500K from this, from my understanding. And it says it may still take a total of 30 days or more to receive funding. So that kind of contradicts everything they said, but this is the information being provided, and I'm just here to share that with you guys. And then they do have how to apply for the SBA Express loan. You want to evaluate your financing needs, check your qualifications, compare lenders, gather documentation, and apply. If you are interested, you just have to go to SBA.gov, click on the loan section under the 7A loans, and then you'll be able to see the both options. And at the bottom of each section, you contact your local U.S. Export Assistance Center. So from there, they'll be able to connect you with someone in your state or someone local to you where you'll be able to find a lender that can support these loans. So I hope this was helpful. Make sure you go ahead and check out this video on more information where you can find business grants, loans, and business credit. And I will see you guys there. Take care. Bye.